There's been a lot of really cool Switch titles as of late, from Octopath to Pocket Rumble, but that doesn't stop the announcement train from rolling through station. We've got more and more and more coming to Switch, and today we've got 8 to discuss with you. 6 of them are brand new announcements, 1 is a new DLC announcement, and 1 is a new beta announcement, so it's a very unique and fruitful list. Gabe, we're going to start off with one of your childhood favorite franchises coming to Switch in the form of Digimon Survive.
Yes, growing up, for me, Digimon was way cooler than Pokemon, and I don't want to get anyone that really loves Pokemon riled up here, but the cartoon was just so...
Oh, they're riled. They're so riled, Gabe. I'm riled.
The cartoon, I much preferred, Digimon to Pokemon, and when I say that, I only mean Digimon Adventures. So, Tai and his original crew with the Agumon, that was my jam when I was a kid. So this is exciting. It is coming in 2019, which is a little bit of a bummer. We have to wait some time for it, but it's a survival RPG. Conversations have 2D images, and there's going to be choices for the story, and it might even impact evolutions. You have point-and-click field investigations. There's a lot here. Energy is going to be a key factor, so I'm very excited for this. I haven't played a Digimon game in quite some time. I remember loving 1 or 2 of them on PlayStation way back in the day when I was a wee lad. But yes, time for me to go to the Digiworld once again.
My favorite Digimon of all time was Gatomon. I was a big fan of the little cat. But Gabe, you're in luck here because the protagonist of this new title is an 8th grader with Agumon as its partner. So you are in luck. This one was kind of uncovered / revealed, a bit odd, so hopefully we'll have more information soon, but it's combining 2D and 3D elements with a lot of genres, as Gabe mentioned, and it's coming to Switch and PS4 next year, so that is pretty cool. This one, just all sorts of unique things this week. This one was uncovered via a financial report. Ubisoft is bringing The Stick of Truth, the first South Park game, to the Switch sometime in Q2, so that means it will release before the end of September, and even though they're a little bit out of order here, it's bringing the original South Park RPG to the Switch since they already have Fractured But Whole.
Yes, I think it is important to note that this is going to be digital only. So if you have been one of the people that are collecting physical editions of everything and you got Fractured But Whole and you would love for this case to sit right next to it, it's not happening. So digital only, but I don't mind that though.
But Nintendo has started to sell blank Switch cases. So if you want to print out your own cover and make it happen, and just imagine a cartridge in there, it's possible. So they're also bringing the Fractured But Whole DLC, Bring the Crunch, to Switch alongside other platforms on July 31st. So a lot of South Park from Ubisoft coming to Switch. Next up, we're going to go a little bit more indie with the game called Stay. It is an award-winning title that was previously on Xbox One and PC. Now it's coming to Switch before the end of summer. It won Best Original Idea at Games Lab Barcelona 2018, and basically you're interfacing with a therapist via a computer and suggesting what they should do. You can help guide them to safety and prosperity or lead them into a dark, dire fate. So that sounds like you have a lot of responsibility and pressure here, Gabe.
Wait, so are you the therapist or are you the person that...
No, you are the person interacting with the therapist. Quinn, the therapist, wakes up alone in a locked room with nothing but an internet-connected computer and doesn't really know what's going on, and you are the person on the other end of the chat room trying to gain his trust, push him away, uncover his secrets, lies, and basically create this, I guess, scenario on your own. That's why it won Best Original Idea.
Got it. I thought it was like Talkspace where you can text your therapist. Okay. All right. This is not. There is no advertisement for Talkspace here, by the way, guys. All right. Cool. No. This seems very unique. When's this coming out?
It's by the end of summer. It's $11.99 on PC, so I don't think it's going to be that much on Switch. But they said because it has seen so much success on PC and Xbox One, they're bringing it to PS4 and Switch later this year.
Zach, I'm going to need you to remind me about this when it comes out.
I absolutely will. I'm very worried that you're going to lead Quinn into a path he cannot recover from.
I'm leading Quinn somewhere.
All right. Maybe you'll lead him to become a Redeemer, which the Enhanced Edition is announced for Switch and coming out in August. Love these quick turnarounds here. So Redeemer is an intense brawler. They are going to be adding local co-op and more for the Switch Enhanced version. It was released on Steam last year. It had pretty positive feedback. It is a very gory game, so let's note that right up front. It focuses on dismemberment, unique kills, brutal hand-to-hand combat. It is a top-down action game. Again, it got pretty good remarks, but it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, pretty epic beard that we are seeing in the trailer. Beyond that, it looks cool. It's a top-down game, so those are a little bit hard to like justify for my time these days. But I mean, it could still be fun. I'll probably give it a chance. It looks very, very brutal.
The co-op element, I think, adds a lot. It definitely takes me back to playing some games with my friends when I was in middle and high school. So
I hope you were not playing these games in middle school.
I was not playing this game. I was playing Baldur's Gate on GameCube.
All right, cool.
Okay, let's mix it up. Let's go DLC. Hollow Knight, the very, very wonderful indie title that released during E3, is getting its biggest and final expansion, Gods and Glory. It's coming out on August 23rd, and it'll be hitting Switch as well. The best part here, though, Gabe, besides the fact that it has new bosses, new music, new NPCs, and new quests, is that it's free.
Yeah, it is the final chapter in the Hollow Knight saga. Excuse that. But, Zach, Jake absolutely loves Hollow Knight. How excited do you think he's going to be for this?
He'll be very excited. I mean, he's got to beat the game before then. I think that would be the goal, but he's getting close. I check in his progress regularly, a little update on the Jakester and his Switch life. I love Hollow Knight as well. I haven't had as much time to put into it as Jake, and I'm going to hopefully eventually get to this DLC. But man, even the trailer here, like the level of detail in the environments and just the graphical style, the moody darkness of the little forest filled with bugs, I freaking love it.
I am waiting for the perfect time to start Hollow Knight. Like, I need to have this, like...
What time is that? Christmas break?
Yeah, somewhere...
Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Somewhere where there's a gap where I can, like, dedicate to Hollow Knight. Because right now, it's all about Octopath for me, right? And we have a couple other games for review that we can't talk about that we're touching on. But as soon as I have that gap, Zach, I'm going to dive headfirst into Hollow Knight and this expansion on August 23rd.
Send Gabe your gaps. He is ready and wanting. I'm kind of ready for State of Anarchy, Master of Mayhem, Gabe. It's coming to Switch at the start of August, and it actually looks pretty cool. It's like a hand-drawn, top-down GTA, Shakedown Hawaii type game before that even releases. It promises intense action, hilarious doodle graphics, and mouth-made sound effects. 60 weapons, 100 enemies, 3 cars, 6 spaceships, 48 stages, weapon upgrades, talent upgrades, and awesome music. It actually looks pretty fun.
Yeah, they tout simplistic gameplay, so I don't know, that kind of worries me a little bit, but a very unique art style that we don't see super often, does remind us a little bit of Drawn to Death. You and I mentioned that before we started recording, but depending on the price and how the game plays, this one could be a fun one. And again, such a unique art style.
Yes, it launches August 1st. I feel like it could go either way. It's like the kind of thing that, is it going to be super awesome or is it going to be super mediocre? We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, though, Gabe, let's talk about Dead or School. That's not really how I like to think of my life options, but it is a game coming to Switch, and it released on Steam. It's got a very interesting story to it. It was made by an incredibly small team, and even though it had early success, they're still trying to break even, so they are bringing it to other platforms. And it is a side-scrolling action RPG, I guess you'd describe it as.
Yeah, they say hack and slash.
Yes, so it looks pretty nice. It has good reception on Steam. They reached 1 million yen in one day, but apparently they need more yen. So they are bringing you tons of action with gigantic monsters battling through Tokyo, collecting souvenirs, and customizing your skills and weapons to advance and make the ultimate choice, death or school.
Zach, zombies have conquered the land of Tokyo without hope in underground shelters. People lived quietly. Hisako, a girl who grew up underground, heard the worst school from her grandmother. And then, school happened and everybody hates school. But hey, cool little setup. It's a different type of zombie game, right? At the very least.
Yes. I need to make a little addendum here. This is crazy to me.
What is it?
Breaking news. So State of Anarchy, the game we referenced, right? It's already out on PC. And the Master of Mayhem edition, I guess, kind of like it's an expanded remake of State of Anarchy, and that is also out on PC and it has very positive reviews. But State of Anarchy 1 is 99 cents, currently on sale for 50 cents, and State of Anarchy Master of Mayhem is $4, currently on sale for 99 cents.
How much? I mean, if the Switch version is $5, then fine, right?
Right, like that. I mean, it's got very good reviews, and it's that cheap. I'm just so impressed. I mean, I would have thought that this game was way more than $4. We'll be interested to see if there's a needless Switch tax, or maybe a needed Switch tax. I don't know. I shouldn't place that judgment, but I'm just shocked that it's so cheap. I guess those mouth-made sounds really saved a lot of money.
Are you more shocked about the fact that you got to pick between Dead or School, Zach?
Yeah, I really don't like those choices, especially at this stage of my life.
Yeah, Zach has to go back to school.
What I'm going to choose instead is to take part in the Dragonball FighterZ open beta test. This was uncovered as well. It's apparently coming in August, and it will allow for local 3-on-3. It's not clear if it will also allow for some online. I would hope so, so they can get that all squared away. There's also DLC characters coming in August. Not sure if the Switch version will have those at launch. I would hope so, given that it has a later release date in September. But they are bringing normal Vegeta and normal Goku to the game. Most important information here, though, is that there will be a beta in August. That's exciting. Brings some summer fighting fun to the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, it just occurred to me that there has to be online. If not, they would have called it a demo and not a beta. So.
Good point. We're learning so many things today, Gabe.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's going to be fun. We've played the game. I think it runs beautifully and plays beautifully on Switch with the Pro Controller as we did at E3. I know you're not as much into it as I am, but like I said...
I'm also worse at it.
Yeah, you are worse at it. I will destroy you in it. But it's just so cool that fans have willed this game into existence. I'm not going to let that go. I just think that that's a very unique...
I know you're not.
So, yeah.
I want to let's have some fans. Can we will Pikmin 4 into existence? How do we make that happen?
We got a comment recently that we're the only channel that ever mentions that game.
I want it so bad, but Gabe, which of these 8 do you want the most?
All right, so I'm probably gonna go with Digimon because nostalgia hard. Stay sounded very interesting to me, and of course I'll participate in the beta for Dragon Ball. So I'm gonna pick 3.
A lot of picks there.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the Digimon game turns out to be. In the past, I haven't been the biggest fan of them. So honestly, I am going to go with the Hollow Knight DLC because one day I will get there, and I'm very excited for that glory. And then I'm also going to go with this. I'm fascinated by this State of Anarchy Master of Mayhem game, especially with the low price. Like, I feel like anything is almost worth like a $3-4 try. So I'm interested to see how that pans out and hopefully bring some fun on August the 1st. But let us know in the comments down below which game you are most excited for. I'm sure there will be a lot of love for Digimon, South Park, and Dragon Ball FighterZ, but maybe you're more feeling the vibe of Stay, Redeemer, or Dead or School. I still don't want to make that choice, so I'm not going to make it. I will just say instead, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and new announcements. We bring it your way every Thursday. We'll see you next time. Until then, thanks again. For myself and Gabe, Switch Force, out.